Today I'm with Tim Hortons, owner who owns two franchisees of Tim Hortons. He got the energy, humor, and everything. Mark Smur. How you doing, Mark?
Very good. Yeah.
How many beers have you had before?
I'm pretty relaxed. Had a couple coffees with Bailey's. I think that helps.
When the first idea came up to your mind that I'm gonna buy that Stratford franchise that you first bought?
Yeah, wow. That was a journey in itself. I guess what happened was there was a certain time in my life where I decided I wanted to own my own restaurant. Mm-hmm. At the time, I had no idea it was going to be Tim Hortons. I just knew I wanted to work for myself. I had a customer that used to come into a restaurant that I ran, and he sat me down one day, and he was an entrepreneur, and he said, I'm going to give you the best advice that you'll ever receive in your life, and that is you need to work for yourself. And so I went on a journey from that moment on to own my own restaurant.
Tell me something about how was your childhood? When were you belong to a family who were into businesses and everything, or were you?
No, I always tell people that I came from what I call humble beginnings. My parents separated at a young age, and my mother was in a welfare system where she was in subsidized housing, and it was a really rough environment growing up through that. And I don't know what really motivated me outside of knowing that I wanted to offer a better life for my kids than I was given. And I worked hard to get away from that environment and put myself in a better position.
A lot of young fellas like me want to do something for themselves, but they're comfortable in the jobs they are doing. Do you want to give them any advice?
One of the mistakes that I've recognized and I've learned through owning Tim Hortons and having 120 team members working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that they're not going to try their hardest at what they're doing at the time until they get the job that they want. They feel like, well, this isn't really what I want, so why should I try? And the biggest thing I'd like to tell people, and I do try and tell people, is you're not judged by what you're going to do. You're judged by what you're doing and what you did. And I think that's one of the successes in my life, is that when I was a cook at Kentucky Fried Chicken, I was the best damn chicken cook they ever had. I got 50-cent raises thrown at me like crazy because they wanted to keep me. When I was a dishwasher, I turned into doing the best job I had that they ever had. So they turned me into the cook, then assistant manager, then a manager. And I ran this restaurant with 64 team members, 4 assistant managers older than I was at 24 years old, in a year and a half of being the dishwasher to the manager of that restaurant. And that didn't happen because I was going to work hard when I got the manager's job. So that'd be my advice to people.
Thank you for your precious time, Mark. I hope your story inspires a lot of viewers. And thank you.
I do too. Thanks for having me on your show.